learn more. I don't want to learn more. And you know, they're always putting new things on these. There it is. Get rid of it. Well, I don't know how to get rid of it. Sorry guys, for those of you that are watching. Well, something going on at my screen there. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. Okay, it's fading away. All right, so we're live. Listen, just wanted to do a quick check-in with my boy Scooter. We have made it back home to the River Campground. And, you know, sometimes I get messages from people and they say, you know, why do you do it? Or, you know, why have you done what you've done? Or what keeps you moving forward? Or sometimes they'll say, you know, even sometimes I get negative stuff. I'll be people that say, oh, you're more about, you know, promotion than you are about, you know, veterans and things like that. And what a lot of times you don't realize is sometimes things are happening and sometimes I meet people in scenarios that I can't share with y'all because of their privacy and they don't want me to share them. But these moments that sometimes only me and Scooter get to experience are exactly what keep me going and are exactly what keep my channel moving forward. See, sharing all these places I go and all the things I see sometimes just seem like, oh, maybe it's just having fun. But you know what? Often they're fueled by conversations I've had with people, by experience I've had with people. And not even 30 minutes ago, I had a very, what was touching experience to me. It's my first day back at the campground after Arizona Bike Week, and I get a text from the office saying somebody's here that wants to talk to me. And I go down there, and I'm not going to tell his whole story. He's actually sitting right next to me. I'm going to let him tell his story. But sitting down and having these conversations and hearing the stories of what our soldiers have gone through, and even just hearing one small story about how one of my videos traveling somewhere inspired somebody to come out of their shell and to get out there and to do something different. Something where it just seems like I'm out having a good time. And for myself, it is a good time. I do enjoy these places, and I do enjoy getting to see this beautiful country that our veterans have fought for and have given us. I enjoy that 100%. But what keeps me moving forward is knowing that by sharing that one video of that one place, that maybe I inspire just one person to do something different or to reach outside of their comfort zone. And this gentleman just shared a story with me. His name is Bob, and he served our country for over 20 years in the Army. And he's got a pretty compelling story. And after sitting and talking with him and hearing what he had to say, I wanted to share it with y'all because I know out there are other veterans, other active duty military that are struggling with PTSD, that are struggling with, you know, the last guy I took on a trip struggled with what to do with my life. I was a soldier for these years, and now I'm just back in society and I'm supposed to start over. And that is a very difficult thing for these people to deal with. I figured it out in a small aspect. After I toured to every Harley-Davidson dealership in America, I was on a mission. I was on a tour. I had a purpose, and when I completed it, I was scared. I didn't know what was next for me. I didn't know what to do. I felt like I was just doing this huge, important work, and then all of a sudden it was just done. And I was at a loss, and luckily companies and people have come behind me to keep me moving forward and keep me doing what I do. But for so many veterans, they don't have that. They don't get that relief that I found, and they're dealing with it in a much, much bigger way. So enough of me talking. I want to introduce you all to Bob and just let him tell you exactly what he told me, and hopefully this might just save someone's life, change someone's view on life, and maybe just inspire someone to live a little bit different than they have been. So I'm going to turn you around here to meet my friend Bob. Bob, how's it going?
It's going good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, I'm going to clean my lens real quick.
Okay.
Seems to be a little dirty. And I'm just going to hold you right here and let you tell him what you told me.
My name is Mr. Grabowski now. I served in the Army for 21 years, 6 months and 10 days in Fort Hood, Texas. I did 2 tours Iraq, 2 tours Afghanistan, and after my first tour to Afghanistan, I saw death and destruction in front of me. I didn't realize what to expect. I carried body parts, and I was like, you know what, the Army, the military, no one was ready for us to come home with PTSD. Hey, try these pills, come back in 30 days, try these pills, come back in 30 days. It didn't work for me. So I deployed to Iraq again, did 15 months in in Iraq again, got hit by an IED. I was like, you know what, I'm done. I went out of the Army forever. But something kept me going, just to keep going, and I was, you know, I got another 10 years left in me. And so I went to recruiting in Great Falls, Montana, and then after Montana, I went to Germany. Then I went to RC North. I went to Afghanistan, RC North, Maymont Fairyaw Providence. On a day of death and destruction, I had a guy walk up to me, AMP, Afghanistan National Police Officer. He asked me if I had a cigarette, and I was standing there with my hard face, being a hard target. And I told him no, I didn't have a cigarette. I said, go see my friends down over by the tree. He pulled out a pistol and shot him. One right here and the one right here. I didn't know how to deal with it. There was blood everywhere. We made it back to our camp Fort Griffin, and up north, and I didn't know what to expect. I knew I had troubles, and I was afraid to be seen by anybody. Because once you have PTSD, they think you're weak. They don't think you're worth anything anymore. I went to my sergeant major. I was like, Sergeant Major Spinks. And I was like, Sergeant Major, I have PTSD. He's like, so do I, Sergeant Grabowski. It's like, really? After my next one, I went to Afghanistan again. I went over to Bagram Air Force Base. They were like, okay, we're gonna put you somewhere nice and neat. I have 2 Purple Hearts, and I hate having them. Some people say you're weak and you're not worth anything. I think that's a lie. I wear my PTSD as a badge on my chest. That means I have not given up yet. When I came back from my second tour in Iraq, I got drunk. I gave up on life. I put a .357 in my mouth, and I pulled the trigger 6 times. I was pissed I didn't die. I didn't want to live. Everybody had left me. But after that didn't happen, I was so drunk, I forgot to load the gun. After that, I went to did my 2 tours in Afghanistan. I then came back stateside, went to Camp Casey, Hovey, Korea. I lost everything. I was eating pills, 10 and 11 pills a night. Pills to keep me asleep, anxiety, depression, you name it. I got tired of eating pills. One night, I said, this is it, I'm done, I give up. There's nothing keeping me here anymore. I went to the 3rd story building of the barracks. I tied a noose around my neck, and I put one leg over the banister. I had planned it just right where the people would come out for PT every morning would see me hanging there, because life didn't mean anything to me anymore. As I was told Adam, I put the other foot over, get ready to jump, and a little girl called me. She said, Grandpa, when are you coming home? I thought that was it. I realized I needed to survive. Then after I got back stateside, the E7 list came out, and I was like, I'm not on it. Even if I was on it, I had a sequence number. I was getting out. I typed up my retirement paperwork. I gave it to Sergeant Major. I was like, Sergeant Major, I'm done. I need to get out of the Army. After 21 years, 6 months, and 10 days of being in the military, I didn't need it anymore. The military wants us to survive on the battlefield, but they don't know how to take care of us. When I first was diagnosed with PTSD, they were like, here, take these pills. They didn't know what to do with us. There's thousands of us, but not enough people take care of us. I'm in the VA system now getting help. If it wasn't for the people who saw what I was doing, I don't know where I'd be today. Would I be 6 feet under? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why all my friends survived. Why my friends died in Iraq and Afghanistan. Why am I still here? No one knows. I just keep going on. Now I'm out of the military, just going through life, and I'm a much stronger person now. And I thank God I'm still alive and didn't pull that trigger one last time.
Bob, I'm going to turn it around because you also not only fought through that stuff, but you ended up finding a new passion. And you've started some stuff on the internet where you're sharing your stories and your travels. Tell us what exactly it is. and how you came to be.
First of all, I found Scooting America by accident on YouTube, and I saw him go. I saw Adam going to Oban, Arizona, Jerome, Arizona, and I saw the ordering biker, I think is what his name is, and I was like, why can't I do this? So basically, one day I looked at 4 walls and like, you know what? I'm going on a bike ride. I went across the country through Route 66 all the way up to Santa Monica, and I was telling people, hey, this is how I survived the war, and for where do I gotta go? I gotta go north, so I hit Seattle, Washington, and then I gotta go right. So I went right. I went all the way to Montana, got hungry, went all the way to Canada, got hungry for lunch, got a poker chip, and then realized it was August, and I hit Sturgis, and I had the time of my life down here. Then I came back, checked in with the VA, made sure I was being seen, make sure they were giving me the right stuff. My daughter tried to commit suicide one day. And I would thank God that I had the person, my therapist, that never left me. After I sat in the valley, in shadow of death, she took care of me. She got me in contact with the right people and said, Mr. Grabowski, we're gonna get you to the right people. Head to the VA in Temple right now, in Temple, Texas. And they were waiting for me. And they got my medication just right, where I'm able to go on with life and tell people my story about how I survived and how people don't give up. If you're labeled with PTSD, don't give up on anything. Don't give up on society like I was. I stuck it, like I said, I stuck a 357 in my mouth. So the 357 in my mouth and wanted to end it. And I almost became a number. And again, I almost became a number when I was in South Korea, Camp Casey Hovey. And something told me to keep going. And it was a little girl who called me, Carly. And thanks to her, I'm still alive. I didn't become a number that day. And I didn't want anything from anybody. I didn't want anything from Adam today. I got on my bike and I came up here. I got on a bike ride. I don't own a Harley. I don't own a Harley, a Ducati, a Goldwing. I don't own nothing. I'm proud to say I ride a Suzuki Bourbon 650. I can't afford those things. Since I'm out of the Army, I ride what I ride. People are like, you ride that? I'm like, yeah, I ride that. It's not about what you ride. The wind is the same thing no matter what you ride. I just want people to hear my story. That's all I want. I don't want nothing from anybody, Adam.
It's a beautiful thing, man. And if people want to find you, they find you at Scooting Across America. Where I saw a patch there somewhere. There it is, Scooting Across America. I think it's just a phenomenal story, and I think you need to share it. And you know, a lot of times I've met a lot of guys who have struggled and have gone through what you've gone through, and having the ability to share your story. You know, some people don't want to, and I have these conversations, and I never get to share them. I just know them in my heart, and I carry them with me when I'm traveling, when I'm making these videos. I think about this could inspire somebody to go and take that trip they never took. This could inspire that, and the fact that you're sharing the story with me and with everybody out here means a lot to me.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know where Oatman, Arizona was, Jerome, Arizona. I went to the Haunted Hamburger.
Yeah, man, I love the Haunted Hamburger.
I even heard the scary story too.
Yeah, man, yeah, they got it down.
And, yeah, it was just a time of my life, and it doesn't matter what you ride, as long as you ride. The wind is the same if you're riding a $20,000 bike or a $70,000 bike or a $5,000 bike.
Right.
The wind is the same.
Doesn't matter.
And I get on my bike and I take the helmet off some places and I think God I'm still alive today.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, I just sad that all my friends died. April 4th, 2004 just came up, Sadr City, Baghdad, Sadr City in Iraq, where Muqtada al-Sadr destroyed us in first Cav. And I'm here to survive and tell people my story, how I lived, and how don't give up, anybody. When you think you're about to give up, don't. It's not worth it. I mean, I was there, 3 times, and it's just seek help. They say no one's left behind. That's true. We have to leave. We have to pick everybody up. I sat in a shadow in a valley of death, and my therapist picked me up. When I was coming out of the valley, someone pulled the rope out from me and says, "You're not ready to come out yet. You have to tell your story." Going through therapy for the last 10 years, I'm able to tell the story about Sadr City. I'm able to tell the story about Afghanistan and how a guy came up to me and almost killed me. Since he didn't kill me, I have my story to tell. It's sad that we lost 2 lives that day. But my story is to go on and on and on. And thank God
Amen,
I'm still
brother.
alive.
Amen, brother. Well, thank you for sharing that story, because you may have just changed somebody's life with that story right there.
Adam, when I come up here, I didn't know you were going to be here. I thought you were going across country. I come up here just to get a book or get a patch, the American patch for my vest. And they said you were here. I was like, oh, cool. And so I hung around for a little bit. They said you're in a meeting or whatever, and I was going to leave. So, well, Adam's on his way. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll hang out. I'm just here to tell Adam my story about how I survived. That's all. I didn't want anything from anybody.
You didn't take anything from anybody. You gave today is what you did. You gave to people. And that's what you all got to remember out there. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, but I want you all to know that there is help out there, and people do care about you, and you do have the opportunity, and you can go and you can travel and you can do anything you want to do. All you got to do is go do it. There's a beautiful country out here that so many veterans, just like my friend Bob here, have fought for. And you know, this, Bob, your story, when you were down in the clubhouse telling me before we ever turned this camera on, you touched me. And that is the type of stuff that keeps me going. That is the type of stuff that keeps me out there, putting all this stuff on the internet, hoping that I just touch one person with it, Bob. And today you assured me I did, and you'll keep me fueled moving forward. So thank you, because you gave to me.
I thought it was awesome. Like I said, I didn't know I was going to be doing this. I just got on my bike and made a left-hand turn on my garage and didn't go back. I let everybody know where I was going. I check in. Hey, I'm okay, doing fine. And I've been on the road since 7, 8 this morning, just riding around.
Well, thank you for coming up.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
It was nice meeting you.
And to all you out there, anybody out there that needs help, go get your help, man. There's people out there that love you, that do care about you. And there's a beautiful country out there for you to see. And it was paid for by men just like my friend Bob here. And I'm just glad you're out there seeing it on 2 wheels and enjoying it, man. That inspiring, that is everything to me. That's my life work. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that I've got people like you around that share stories like this. I wish I could share every one of them, and I can't. You know, I would never, not everybody's in a place you are where they're willing to share it. So, and that's okay too. Nobody needs to share it. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and when guys like you are willing to share it, hopefully we touch someone. So Bob, I want to shake your hand and tell you thank you very much. And you won't be buying a book today or a patch. I'll go give you one.
No,
all right,
I don't want
Jesus.
nothing, Adam.
Thank you all so much.
No.
It's all the sponsors out there I know he doesn't either. He'll probably fight me on it. It's all the sponsors out there who help keep me moving forward. It's all of you that share my story and my passions that make things like this possible. So thank you all very much. We do this together as America, and even worldwide. So many of you overseas are following our journeys and our travels. And I honestly want to thank all of you for our support. And of course, Bob, I want to thank you for my freedom.
You're welcome, Adam.
Thank you. All right, y'all, we'll talk to you later. Now, how do I end this thing?